committee. As you can see, we have here today Preston Lodge High School Pipe Band. Adding a bit of atmosphere and adding to the volume that we will hear from today's match day sponsors. It's the Preston Lodge Ladies. And whenever things start to get to the point at the end of the season, we need all the ammunition we can get. So we've turned to girl power today for the mascots. We have Molly Scott, Fiona Duncan and Rebecca Coyle. That's where you go. I think there's some famous dads and mums from these young ladies. We should also mention that today's game was in doubt earlier in the week, not because of the weather particularly, but because one set of posts had blown down. So I think Gemma's worked hard with East Lothian Council to get that fixed for today. So well done everybody involved there, that's brilliant, get this game on. The previous game was very, very close. In October, KL won with a long-range Fraser Falgate penalty in the 5th minute of stoppage time. So the Preston Lodge side of us today are hoping that it'll be a bit easier than that.
We're at home to Preston Lodge today. So we'll start with the team lineup. So we've got in the front row, we've got Conor Rail, David. In fact, we'll kick off. And Preston Lodge kick off. That goes right to. And Neil Cameron drops the ball. First touch of the ball is a knock on to Allan Glens. Preston Lodge will have the knock on advantage. Preston Lodge the ball, give it to the big front row man. Front row tries to break, but a good tackle there from Fraser Phillips. Preston Lodge's 9 gives it to the flanker. Flanker tries to break through. Neil Cameron trying to make up for his mistake. Does well, puts him on the floor. Preston Lodge give it to the hooker. Big Vavi there, trying to get with another good solid tackle. Glens in their area where they're usually strongest, defending on their own line. Preston Lodge, number 7 has it, tries to find some space. Pete McCauley makes a good tackle there, gets back into the line. Preston Lodge give it to number 8, he runs hard, but he's met by Liam Frame and Peter Watson. Glenn's calling on numbers out to try cover Preston Lodge. Preston Lodge try to get it wide, but they cut through the middle, and Preston Lodge nearly make it, but it was a good covering tackle there from Alistair McConnell. Alistair McConnell again with the tackle, trying to drive Preston Lodge players as far back as he can, and it's a penalty to Preston Lodge. Offside, it looks like, from the referee. Preston Lodge have a fire of a start. They look for the quick tap instead, gives it to the hooker. Big Levy comes up and meets him. Preston Lodge. And they look like to be driven back, but Preston Lodge pick and go themselves, but no, do not quite hit the line. Peter Watson there with the covering tackle. Preston Lodge try to use their backs, give it to their 10. Try use it to Folgate. He goes himself, and he makes it. Preston Lodge have just scored on the outside using their backs with the sustained pressure on Allan Glens. Fraser Folgate going in with the first try of the match. About 2 minutes in, not a good start from Allan Glens at all. Fraser Folgate looking to convert his own try there. A busy crowd here at Preston Lodge, as it is the Ladies' Day for a fundraiser. So we've got a very busy crowd here, and I don't know if you've seen on the live stream, but we had the local pipe band as well. So big event here today. Folgate kicks. And it's post and out. It hit the post, but we just went the wrong side for Fraser Folgate, so it remains 5-0 to Preston Lodge. Allan Glens to kick off. Go through the team lineups for Allan Glens now. So we're starting with the front row of Conor O'Neill, David Stevenson, Liam Frame. The second row is made up of Sean Lennon and Vavi Kura. Peter Watson, Fraser Phillips and Neil Cameron make up the back row. Fraser Moore and Peter McCauley make up the halfbacks. David Lowe, the blindside winger. Levi Avetike, Ekivati and Alistair McConnell, the centres. Peter Keenan, the winger, and the ball switch, and Adam Leff in the fullback. Not a great start at all here for Glens as the ball's kicked straight out, and it is now a scrum to Preston Lodge. Allan Glens' subs bench is made up of Cameron Caulfield looking to make his first team debut after an impressive run of displays in the second team. Cameron McHugh, Scott Young likewise first team debut hopefully after another impressive run in the second team, and Ewan McCormack. Scrum deemed unplayable by the ref. So we're actually joined here by second team superstar and a dear friend of mine, Daniel Wilson. So Danny, what do you think of the first sort of 5 minutes here?
Not a great start for Glens, but I think we can pull it back definitely. We just need to stay calm, composed. That's a good scrum, so yeah, just keep going. Keep the intensity.
Sean Lennon looking for the steal there, ball is deemed legal. And he takes it back, excellent work from Lennon there, but the ref just gives it as a knock on. There's a slight knock on there from Sean Lennon, and that perfectly legal turnover. So it's back to a Preston Lodge scrum, but Sean Lennon trying to up his team there with some great work in that breakdown. Still 5-0 here to Preston Lodge, 5-0.
Big scrum for Glens here. The last one was solid.
Scrum again, deemed not playable by the referee. Wants to have a word with the front row. Having a good word with David Stevenson about his positioning in the scrum. Hopefully this is not the viewing for the full game, but I'm sure we'll get it sorted quickly. Conor O'Neill, David Stevenson and Liam Frame making up the front row for Glens. Conor O'Neill being a sort of utility player who has probably played every position in the scrum this season. Preston Lodge look to have the bigger shove there, getting up at Allan Glens. Glens hoping this ball comes out before a penalty is given. Ref deems the scrum legal. Big scrum there from Preston Lodge. Preston Lodge give it to their centre. Centre gives it short to their outside centre. That's Peter McCauley looking to steal, but it is cleared out successfully by Preston Lodge. Preston Lodge have slight numbers on the blind side, but is successfully taken down. This will give it to their big man, number 8. But Big Vavi has taken them down with the help of Peter Watson. Big Lev tried to take him down, but Liam Frame takes him to the floor. Preston Lodge give it to their 10. Preston Lodge have most of the attack ball. The centre breaks the tackle, pops it to their inside, looks to go himself, but he is taken to the floor. Preston Lodge player 7 tries to find a gap. David Stevenson and Liam Frame, the front row players, both tackle into the ground there. 10 looks to go himself, but is taken to the floor. Glens in this sort of position where they usually excel again, but you never know what will happen. Like Sekiro looks to go himself, nearly reaches the line, but is stopped slightly short. Preston Lodge look like to go himself, but they do throw it out of the park. So Danny, what do you think of that phase play there? Was Glens' defence up to standard or what?
Great pressure. There was a few dodgy line breaks from Preston Lodge, but I thought that we done quite well in defence to hold them out.
Preston Lodge trying to edge into that line there. Preston Lodge with that sustained pressure trying to edge the way to the line. Glen setting up in their guard shield A positions. Both sides of the rock covered successfully. And it's a spell there for Preston Lodge, but a penalty is actually given to Preston Lodge again. Captain being called in. David Stevenson the culprit. Captain McConnell and Stevenson having a word with the referee. Do you think that's about Danny Boy?
Not too sure actually. I didn't see it. We just need to stay disciplined.
It's off his feet. So sailing off the rock. Preston Lodge opt for the scrum, having a slightly more dominant scrum at the beginning of the match. Taking a wee while to set up, but Glen's not been in fine form in this first 5 minutes. As we set off for yet another scrum. Ref team scrum unplayable again. He's again telling Miss David Stevenson to maybe take a step back there. Scrums to be set up on the Glen's own 5 metre line. Preston Lodge with the ball, looking to attack. Scrum goes live. Preston Lodge not looking as dominant as they were earlier. Glen's maybe shaping up. Scrums collapse, but the Preston Lodge tries to go himself. Preston Lodge man goes to his 10. He tries to use his backs out wide, gives the ball, but is taken and scores successfully in the corner. Great backs play there as Preston Lodge score in the corner to go 10-0 up against Allan Glens. Danny, what do you have to say about Preston Lodge's attack there? Anything?
Really fast, slick hands. Glens just couldn't deal with it there, but they'll need to find a way to cope with it throughout this game.
Yeah, not a great start at all for Glens, not looking the finest. As Falgate looks to score his kick again. Kicks and it's shot, so it's 10-0 to Preston Lodge. 10-0 to Preston Lodge at Preston Lodge.
Well, at this time last week, he hadn't scored any tries from PL. Now he's scored 3. That one in the corner for Scott Brown.
Scott Brown scoring there, as you probably heard over the live stream by the in-house presenter. As Macaulay gets up to kick, Clyde's looking to change something quite drastically if they want to get anything from this game. Macaulay kicks. Goes right in the hand. He's up there, met with David Lowe and Neil Cameron. Neil Cameron looking for his signature jackal, but not quite getting off. Preston Lodge having most of the ball this game. They're looking to use their backs, but Pete Macaulay does take him to the ground. Good work there from the young man. Pete Keenan being told to drop back just in case of a Preston Lodge kick, which is looking likely. Scrum half looking to box kicks. No, it goes to the 10 instead. Oh, they use their backs instead. McConnell's there. Watson misses the tackle, unlike very uncharacteristic of him. A little bit of afters there on the part, but Preston Lodge have the ball. And it's a slight spell there, and that will be an Allan Glens knock on. Allan Glens knock on. Glens a bit more in their face there, improving slightly defensively. What do you think there, Danny?
Yeah, definitely put pressure on the Preston Lodge attack. Big scrum here to try and get some sort of attack ball and play with some structure.
Nice one. Glens finally hopefully have a bit of ball to play with now. They've not had much attacking chances yet, but got a good attacking backline there. Lethem coming up to join it. Full back joining the backline. This with an overlap on the open side for Glens. Opting to go a 4-on-3. Well, they see that. Glens with a slightly bigger push there. They go for Cameron. Cameron goes to Lethem. Lethem goes himself, but is tackled. Looks to get the offload on, but instead just opts for the present. Fraser Moore comes in. He gives it to Lennon. Lennon tries to go himself, takes not one but two. Vavi into cover. Fraser Moore gives it to Frame. Frame over. David Lowe running like a truck round to get the ball, gives it to Levy instead. Levy gives it to McConnell. McConnell looks to go himself, but is stopped early. Oh, he's going over, but will the ball be held up? The ball has been deemed held up. McConnell nearly sweeping over the try there, but the ball has been held up. But we're going back. Oh no, it's a try! Oh my god! Oh well, Glenn's right back in this game. 10-5. Daniel, what do you think about that try?
Great score, great determination from McConnell to drive himself over. And Glens are back in this game.
Yeah, the first chance of ball they had, they're showing what they can actually do in this league. And we have left them up kicking. Lethem famous for being quite reliable in the boot. Will he fare the same today? Lethem kicks. It's in, and that is 10-7 to Preston Lodge. Glens converting their try. Adam Lethem with the 2 points added there. Right back in this game. Back to a close game. Preston Lodge up to kick. 10-7 to Preston Lodge. 10-7.
So Allan Glens get themselves right back in the game with that try conversion. Preston Lodge 10, Allan Glens 7.
And Preston Lodge kick it right out, just like Allan Glens did earlier. So it's back to a Glen scrum, the halfway line. Glens having quite a poor scrum early on, but seem to be sorting it pretty quickly. Long way to continue for the Glens boys. A big ball carrying back row today of Fraser Phillips, Peter Watson and Neil Cameron. So will Glens use that? Probably. Like Neil Cameron offering that vital experience at number 8.
Big scrum for Glens here. It's almost like a repeat of the first try. Can Glen score again?
To remind you that there are teas and coffees available in front of the stand, and that Taylor Trash are with us today to the left hand side of the stand.
And scrum goes live. Fraser Moore to feed in. Scrum looks pretty steady, but it's put out there quickly. Neil Cameron looks to go himself, but it's tackled. Sean Lennon's in at scrum half. He gives it to Fraser Phillips, big ball carrier, and he does take him on. He proves me right. Sean Lennon given to Big Vavi. Vavi looks to go himself. Gets a good couple of yards there, Sean Lennon, to cover his own pass. Fraser Moore back in that scrum half position. Gives it to Macaulay. Macaulay goes in behind to Lowe. Lowe gives it to Keenan. Keenan looks to go himself, but he gets taken to the ground. Ball's presented back. Good work from Keenan there, delaying that sort of ball present just so there was no chance of a jackal. Cameron going in himself. Fraser Moore gives it to O'Neill. O'Neill goes hard. Right, Vavi in to clear. Quite a lot of players in there for Glens. Macaulay gives it to Lowe. Lowe gives it to Latham. Lowe goes himself. Latham goes himself. Penalty advantage there for Allan Glens. Fraser Moore looks to go himself. What will Glens do with the penalty advantage? Levy looks to go himself. Tries to go himself. Maybe gets the offload off. Looking for it, but he's not. But he is put on the floor. That's Sean Lennon again in that scrum half position. Maybe giving it to Liam Frame, that's what it looks like. And he does. Liam Frame looks to go himself. Gets a couple men on. Slowing it down a bit here, Glens. And on a penalty advantage, fresh penalty advantage for Glens. No advantage coming, and they're back for the original penalty. Glens turning themselves around as I thought they would, but nonetheless, Glens looking a lot more lively. Double movement there, signal from the referee. Danny, what do you think about that sustained attack there from Allan Glens?
Glens are finally finding their rhythm in this game. Unfortunately, it took 2 tries to find it, but hopefully we can get something from this line out.
Yes, wise words indeed. As O'Neill goes in, a quick one to Cameron, and they go for the quick driving maul. Glens looking not like... Oh, Glens start to get a bit of momentum. They try and take it to the line, but the balls collapse here. Penalty calls from the away fans there. They look to go themselves. Fraser instead gives to Macaulay. Macaulay gives it in behind to Levy. Levy nearly spills, but takes it himself. Tries to find some sort of gap to make his way through. Gets a couple of yards. Fraser Moore struggling until he falls to go to the blind side. Oh, but somebody went himself. Sean Lennon went himself. Fraser Phillips looking for that rocket with Cameron. They're trying to gain as much yards as they can, but they don't want to get it held up, so hopefully they give the ball back. Ball present. Give it shot. Quick hands there, and a great score from Allan Glens. Great work there from McConnell and Levy. The centres, the experienced centre partnership proving all their worth there with O'Neill running into the corner there. Great work there from Allan Glens. Finally find the rhythm. That is now 12-10. Allan Glens now, for the first time in this game, taking the lead. What do you think of that try, Danny?
First of all, I think it shows great resilience from Allan Glens. From 2 tries down, we're now 2 tries each. The conversion is an important one, but it's absolutely brilliant play. Some really nice hands, some nice structure. This is what we work on in training, and it's playing off at the moment.
Yes, definitely. Still left him look to add the extras. Difficult kick, but like I said, he's known for having a pretty good boot. So, will he convert? He kicks. It's successful. That makes it 14-10 to Allan Glens. 14-10. Adam left the converting both tries. Connor O'Neill scoring. 14-10, sorry, by mistake.
So it could be a good game, this.
14-10 to Allan Glens. And Preston Lodge kick off. 10, I said. Neil Cameron goes himself, gives it to Macaulay. They look like to build some pace play. Levy looks to go himself, tries to get one-handed off, but instead goes to ground, taking the safer option. Fraser Moore looking in to try to get that ball out quickly. Another penalty advantage here. Favi tries to go himself, finds a wee gap, goes himself, but then goes to ground instead. Fraser Moore goes to Macaulay. Macaulay inside, gives it to Moore. Moore gives it to Letham. Letham tries to go himself. He's with McConnell. He gives a far pass out to Lowe. Lowe stays back in. Ball presents. Fraser Moore's here. Gives it to Watson. Watson nearly spills. Oh no, it's O'Neill. O'Neill nearly spills, but keeps the ball. Good recovery there. Oh, and it's a knock on there to Preston Lodge. Ball's kicked away. Preston Lodge have the knock on advantage. And he kicks, so that'll be their advantage away. Do they make touch? They do. That is an Allan Glens. Allan Glens flipping a switch. We don't know what's happened there, but they have certainly upped their game. What do you think about that half-forward play, Danny? You working on that in training quite a lot. Can you elaborate on that?
We do indeed. So obviously we want to play a structured game as much as possible, but we can also play that offload game when it allows. Yeah, an absolutely amazing line break, and we're just unlucky.
Yeah, Glen spilling their line out there. A stark improvement from other games, but Glen's line out letting them get in there. And that is for off the ball. Preston Lodge have the penalty. That's how quickly games of rugby can change. Momentum can shift rapidly. Preston Lodge with a big boot, and they get a very good kick right into that Glens, just outside the Glens 22. An absolute monster boot for the Preston Lodge man there. Glens throw, Preston Lodge throw, and look to drive the ball. Getting wee inches here and there, maybe trying to look for a bit more before they use their backs. The 9 is screaming for it, gives it to the centre offloads it in behind, gives it to Falgate, the full back to the winger. He tries to go himself, finding a gap but does not quite do it. Fraser Phillips. And a big rush up there. And puts the centre on his bottom. Preston Lodge have been quite dangerous when they've used their backs in these sort of narrow channels. That's how both the tries came from. Going right to the wide, David Law looks to tackle. Good tackle there, put him down, secured the ball. Penalty to Allan Glens. Glens back to their old ways. Oh, somebody's down on the floor. Can't quite see who it is from here. Could potentially, if the injury is bad, we could potentially be seeing a debut here. Liam Frames on the floor, but he's back on his feet. It's good to see the big man up. He just took a wee knock. But he's back moving. The subs coming on, that's Hugh McCormack to the left and Scott Young to the right. Scott Young hoping to make his first team debut today, so I'm sure we're all hope he gets that chance. McConnell receiving treatment out of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, but for his shoulder. Yeah, big loss. He's been playing very well this game. A couple of crucial tackles and good hands to get a try. And he's back up. He's fine. Right play. Alistair McConnell is A-OK. So that was holding on the ball. And Glens have missed touch. So Glens have to now defend on their own line. Fly half has it. Gives it a kick. Glens enjoying their time. Letham looks to go himself, but instead, he was going to kick it, but dummied. Just trying to go on his own. But is put down quite considerably. Glens gives it to Liam Frame, the man is just down. Takes a couple of men on, Vavi in to clear that. Very good job there from the big man. Connor O'Neill likes to go himself. Slightly messy up there. Fraser Moore tries to go himself, gives it to Cameron. Cameron gives it to Lennon. Lennon to Fraser. Phillips. Phillips gives it to Vavi. Vavi takes a couple of men on. Stevenson and Watson into clear. And that is a penalty to Allan Glens. Not rolling away. The tackler not rolling away there. Allan Glens have the penalty. Clock has stopped. What do you think of that then there, Danny? Defensively and attack from Glens.
I think it was really good. I thought Letham done a very good show and go to make some yards there. And unfortunately, he's not made touch here. So Preston Lodge will come back at us.
Yeah, McCauley not having his best day on the boot, but hopefully he can sort that out. Good tackle there from Peter Watson. Ball's presented back there to the big man, number 8. He's been a crew kick. And almost a great offload there from Preston Lodge, but Keenan covers the ball well. Good job there for them. I think the youngest man in the team. Gives it to Lennon. Lennon takes the man on, tries to get in. Drops and gives it to Fraser Moore. Fraser Moore gives it to Fraser Phillips. Fraser Phillips takes the man on. Neil Cameron kicks there and it goes into touch. That'll be it. A big helper, a big man, David Radford, trying to give the ball to Glens there. That was maybe a chance in his arm a bit there, but Preston Lodge have the throw in. Time off. Just a substitute for Preston Lodge. Five-man line out, classic. Neil Cameron looks to get up and spill, doesn't quite get there quick enough. Gives it to 10. Pete McCauley looking to go up and tackle. He's up quick, instead feeds round the side. Preston Lodge using their backs again. They've been dangerous in that area when they've used their backs. Preston Lodge looking for a big Liam Frame trying to spill the ball, almost got it off, but not quite. Preston Lodge. Dummies it goes, but is successfully covered there. Great work there from Fraser Phillips. And it's a penalty. Fraser Phillips there, absolutely sensational work covering the tackle. Who probably saved Glens a hell of a lot of bother there. What do you think of Fraser Phillips there, Danny?
Absolutely fantastic tackle from Fraser Phillips, and I think it was McConnell who actually got over the ball there.
Good work from both those men. Glens finally finding the rhythm. McCauley gets the ball out, which is what is most important. 5-man being called from Glens. Glens having the line out, not being their strength, but certainly improving. Hopefully they can improve here as well. Glens having a lot more ball as well. They go to Lennon, and it was messy, but it's a knock on and a penalty for offside there. Glens spilling the line out. Fraser Moore trying to cover. Fraser Moore trying to cover there, but having a slight knock on. Then Glens interfering with pay, so that means it's offside and Preston Lodge had the penalty. Glens set PCs once again being their undoing. If it's not scrums, it's line outs. If it's not line outs, it's scrums.
Just while we've got this break and play, on the Glens bench today we've got 2 potential debutants from the twos. They've been playing very well this season, but I'm sure we'll see them later on.
Go to the tail ball, Preston Lodge was successful. Levy puts the tackle on the outside centre. McConnell looks like to try and steal, but is jackled off the ball. And there's a ball at spill, and Glens have got the turnover. Great work there from McConnell and Levy. Liam Frame looks to go himself, offloads it, but it goes backwards off David Stevenson. Gives it to Letham. Letham will probably try his show and go, tries to go himself, but it is tackled. Ball presents back. Fraser Moore tackles to Peter McCauley. Peter McCauley kicking in a bit of space. Gives it to full back Falgate. Looks to try run it himself, but will Lennon take him out? They're not quite, just having slight burners on him. Latham has the ball. He'll probably run it himself. And he does. Tries to go on his own. Tries to collect his own kick. And the ball spilled. And that is a knock-on advantage. And that's a penalty for interfering with the offside. So Glen coming up top there. And then Latham chases his own kick, having a slight knock-on there from Preston Lodge, interfering, and then that is an offside. So Glen's with a penalty. They might want to think about kicking here, and they do. McConnell is on the same wavelength as me. I think it's a good choice, Danny, going for the points. Just keep the scoreboard ticking.
Definitely. Yeah, just keep the scoreboard ticking over. Good opportunity, especially right in front of the posts for Latham.
Yep, Latham 2 for 2 so far, so he's looking to continue his 100% streak. He kicks. And he has missed, uncharacteristic, but that will remain 14-10 to Allan Glens. Latham missing that penalty there. 14-10. It's Lodge kick back off. Macaulay collects. He gives it to Moore. Moore gives it to Phillips. Phillips looks to ball carry himself. It's taken to ground. Levy on there clearing, but it's deemed coming in from the side by the referee. And that means a penalty to Preston Lodge. 14-10 still here, 14-10. Preston Lodge kick. And he has not found touch. Latham looks to kick back. And does find touch. An excellent kick there from Adam Latham, getting a lot of yardage there, right back at the Preston Lodge own half. Adam Latham there with an insane kick. Preston Lodge fade to the middle, go to the tail, and they come back to the middle. Neil Cameron tries to spill, not up quite in time. Preston Lodge look to run themselves. Tackle by Levy in the centre. Preston Lodge trying to use their backs again out wide. Preston Lodge using their backs again, having a slight number up, but a missed tackle there from McConnell, very uncharacteristic. Penalty advantage here for Preston Lodge. Olsen tries to up and push. Lowe's trying to go to push him wide. Preston Lodge man taken to the ground. Couple of missed tackles there. Preston Lodge trying that sustained pressure. Davy Stevenson trying to get the ball. It's not quite successful. Preston Lodge trying to use their backs again. The 10 instead runs back into the traffic. Is tackled there. And that is good defence here by Allan Glens, coming back to the original penalty. What do you think, Danny? Defence okay or?
Yeah, I mean, we've held them out. That's what we failed to do earlier on at the start of the game. So defence has definitely improved as we've went into this game.
Young Keenan now having words with the referee, maybe trying to influence his decisions. 14-10 here, so if Preston Lodge want to kick, they could go within 1 point. But looks like they're opting for the line out. Well, the chance for a line out. And they get it. So Preston Lodge with the line out. Again, shout out to Big Dave Radford, the touch judge you can see on your screen right now. Does a lot for this club, doesn't get enough thanks for it. Preston Lodge go up at the front, hold up and try to drive it over. Glens flood it, but the mall's collapsed. Is that deemed legal? It is. Preston Lodge trying to get the way over, and they do score a successful try. Walling over, Preston Lodge right to the front. Textbook try there from them to make this game 15-14, back with 1 point. Preston Lodge take the lead again with 1 point in it. Do you think Glens could have done much there, Danny? What do you think?
I'm not too sure actually. I mean, it was a very, very well worked try in the rolling maul there from Preston Lodge. It's definitely something that I know we have been working on, so you know, fingers crossed it's not a tool that they use against us again.
Yeah, Preston Lodge doing everything by the book there, getting those easy 5 points. Falgate looks to put Glens out of the touching distance of a 3 point penalty to make it 17-14. He kicks. And it's successful. That is Preston Lodge take a further lead of 17 points. So 17-14 to Preston Lodge at Preston Lodge in this National Free fixture. About 35 minutes gone-ish, so about 5 minutes to half-time. Preston Lodge leading.
So KL back in the lead with a great try there, scored by Jack Gordon. Second conversion by Fraser Falgate.
Peter McCauley looks to kick.
Back in front, it's Preston Lodge, 17, Allan Glen, 40.
The frame of the tackle there. Preston Lodge look to kick. Do they find touch? Great kick there from Preston Lodge. Putting Glens right back in their own halfway. Their own half. Very good kick there from Preston Lodge. O'Neill to throw in for this line out. Glens not having the best days at the line out, but see what happens. Preston Lodge get the ball back there. Turnover again. Preston Lodge had the ball, offload it, try to get through. Not quite. Peter Watson in there to, oh no, it's Neil Cameron stealing. Neil Cameron with that famous jackal of his, stealing that ball back. McCauley kicks to the fullback, but the fullback slips. McCauley chases his own kick with Keenan, try to get anything. Preston Lodge tried to kick, but the ball stays in. Stevenson collects. Stevenson takes the men on, put to the ground. Fraser Mill looking for his options, he gives it to Lowe. No, Lennon. Lennon tries to kick, but it comes back to the original penalty. So what do you think Glens do here, Danny? Do they go in equal points, or do they try to get for the line out? Line out not being their strength, remember?
Well, it's a tricky one. Adams scored 2 conversions in this game so far from fullback. I think they are going to go for the points, yeah. Scott Young's bringing on the tee, so points.
Going for points to go equal at half time. Letham kicks. And it's successful to make the score all even, 17 all. Adam Letham, successful conversion, 75%. Even points now.
So, good penalty strike there. It levels up the scores. 17 all.
Lowe takes the ball. Slightly high there, potentially. Ismail gets the ball. Gives it to Cameron. Cameron goes to ground. Glens looking like they're opting for the kick, but nope, they go them. Gives it to Macaulay. Macaulay gives it a good nudge. Finds touch, that's all we can ask. Well done for Macaulay there. Preston Lodge will have the ball just after the Glens 10-metre line. Preston Lodge go up, successful line out from them. Ball slightly spilt. Favey and Phillips in with the tackle there, big cruncher. Ball's spilt out to the back there. Preston Lodge try to use their backs again, but Glens look like they have it covered. Stevenson goes in to tackle. Levy looks to tackle there. He does. Fake and go there from the Preston Lodge player, but it's spilled and McConnell picks it up. Great work from McConnell there, great awareness. Gives it to Phillips. Phillips looking to use that ball carrying ability. Breaks a good bit, gets that extra yardage, which all counts. Ball's been stolen back though by Preston Lodge. They're looking to use their back. Big man gives it out to their outside centre. Looks to try break the tackles, but is successfully brought down. But all three still. But it's a penalty to Preston Lodge. A lot to talk about there, Danny. What are your main takeaways from that?
Certainly is. A good wee steal from McConnell, but unfortunately Preston Lodge steal the ball back, and we're going to, we're not far from half time now. Glens need to hold out in their D just now.
So Preston Lodge with the penalty, trying to maybe replicate the previous try, get a line out going, drive it over. Preston Lodge look to throw. Go up, they try to get their Allan Glens right on it this time, driving Preston Lodge back, but will they try get the other side of the angle? They do. The Glens looking like to drive that ball as close to line as possible. Penalty advantage given there to Preston Lodge. It's Preston Lodge still to the 10. 10 gives it to 12. 12 tries to go himself, but is successfully tackled. Levy in there trying to steal the ball. Unsuccessfully. Cameron in there again, trying to take that ball back. Switch back there from Preston Lodge. Pierre Watson takes it to ground. Big Babby there trying to steal the ball, not successful. Switch back there for Preston Lodge, trying to get sort of play that offloading game, trying to find sort of gaps, but Glens GSA looking pretty good. Guard shield there around the rock. Preston Lodge try again, and it's dragged back into the mess. That's textbook defending at the post. See, because like wee drops like that can happen, but the ball was went backwards. Preston Lodge try and get the ball over, but it is held up. And it's a penalty try for Preston Lodge. Oh no, it's back for the original penalty. Sorry, my fault, ladies and gentlemen. So Glenn's actually doing the right thing there, like turning that ball over, but taking the ball back for the original penalty to Preston Lodge. Not long to half time now, there won't be many phases after this. Do you think Preston Lodge are going to do the same tactic, Danny? What do you think?
I think they will, yeah. They went for the line out. They're just going to go for the rolling ball, and Glens just need to hold strong here. Not long to half time, and if we can hold out, then it's going to be a very, very good second half.
Preston Lodge again trying that line out, but Glens trying to push it as far close to the other side as they can. Another penalty advantage though to Preston Lodge. Yellow card being shown, multiple infringements. Neil, yeah. Cameron being shown a penalty card, multiple infringements. Preston Lodge going for the same tactic again. Glen's now a man down. Glen's hoping for everything that they stay 17 all at half time, especially with a man down. Preston Lodge go up, hold the ball. And Glens try their best to hold it. Looking pretty steady there. Preston Lodge again trying to edge their way forward, but Glens holding strong. Penalty try has been given. Glens with multiple infringements. I think it was to do with and at the side, so that means Preston Lodge will get all 7 points. That's 24-17 to Preston Lodge at half-time instead. Debates on the crowd about what's happening between the home and away fans. Slightly unsavoury scenes here. So yeah, 24-17 at half-time. Danny, any thoughts before we leave for half-time?
You know, it was a tough start for Glens. They fought back. Still, you know, Glens are still in this game. It's a one try, you know, it's a one-score game. So if Glens can strike first in the second half, then it's going to make things very interesting.
Anyway, so commentary will cease until the second half starts. So thanks very much, and we'll join you in a little bit. Welcome back to Preston Lodge versus Allan Glens. Big shout out to the Preston Lodge Pipe Band who gave us some half-time entertainment. I hope you heard that over the stream. But yeah, back to it. So 24-17 to Preston Lodge with Allan Glens kicking off, Pete McCauley being the kicker. Sorry, I was taking my medicine there. Yeah, Preston Lodge kicking. Right to Fraser Moore. He has the ball, gives it to Letham. Letham has Keenan with him as well, but Letham decides to go on himself. Cutting the stay spin a bit. But he does break the tackle. Letham over. McCauley screaming to give it to his forwards. Watson gets it instead. Gets a good couple of yards there, Watson. Good work from him. Switch back there, Frame tries to go himself, takes it down, Fraser Moore has it, gives it to Lennon. Lennon gets a bit of territory. Oh, nearly dropped there from Levy. Gives it to McConnell. McConnell the intercept, Pete Keenan trying to get away, but doesn't quite get that. Levy trying to make some ground there. Gives it to Stevenson. Stevenson gets hit, puts it back. Penalty there for Preston Lodge. No secondary signal from the referee, so I can't clarify what the penalty was for, but holding on. Glenn's not releasing. Good kick there from Preston Lodge, and there'll be Preston Lodge line out, which I think they've been 100% on. Think, Danny? Think Preston Lodge haven't messed up in the line out yet, have they?
No, they've been 100% so far.
Looking for the offload there, the Preston Lodge man. He gets it off, gives it to the big man. Glenn's struggling to put him down, but do it eventually. Flanker tries to go himself. McCauley hits over. To the 12. Levy puts him on. Preston Lodge flanker tries to get his way in, but is tackled. Fraser Phillips putting him down there. Fraser Phillips staying down there by getting up to tackle. It does not look good. Hopefully he's okay. And a slight spill there, but went backwards, so it's fine from Preston Lodge. Sean Lennon trying to get the ball, but it's successfully cleared out the jackal. Levy tackling. Scrum half tries to find his way through, but doesn't quite get it. Glenn's looking to turn that ball over. And they have successfully, well done to Glenn's, find that space in the ball. That was Lennon and Stevenson trying to get the ball as quick as they can, turned over, and he ended up with the scrum out of it. Good work there from them, Danny, yeah?
Yeah, it was really, really good defensive work. You've seen Fraser Phillips, who's clearly carrying a knock. He showed determination to make a tackle when he was down. Get back up, of course, to do it, but really great defence, and we reap the rewards with a scrum.
Once again, if you just join us, we're joined by our second team superstar, Daniel Wilson. Daniel is plays at the hooker position, and has been at the club for 7 years now, Daniel.
Yeah, well, used to think of myself as a back row, but COVID's hit and get kind of forced to make the change to the front row, where I'm playing my best rugby. So yeah, long may it continue.
Well, we're here, as always, big shout out to our technical director, William, who sets all this up, all this stream, all the top quality stream. I don't think you'll find a better stream. I might be biased, but certainly in the National 3 League. So yeah, big shout out to him. Yeah, Fraser Phillips just getting treatment there. We obviously hope he's okay. Who's potential to come on? Will it be Scott Young, McHugh? Probably Scott, will it?
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially. Bear in mind, Glen's still on with 40 men in the park. Neil Cameron's trying to come back on. He's looking like he's talking to Mark Mooney, so he might be on soon. Glen's conceding 7 points in the yellow card period, which isn't great, but it's not terrible. Yeah, Fraser Phillips getting ushered off by the physio, taking a bad knock. We hope a speedy recovery for him. McHugh looks like he's coming on. Cameron McHugh, another young boy. McHugh's regular position is front row, so there might be some rejigging in the scrum. But as said, he is open to playing back row.
Yeah, I think Connor O'Neill will move to back row and potentially Cameron will slot in at loose head prop at the moment.
And you look to be correct, Danny boy. Oh. Scrum goes live. Fraser Moore feeds in. Preston Lodge with a great shove there. Slight knock on there, but so actually a centre Levy coming in for the Sinbad Cameron at number 8 there. He tried to rescue the scrum, but there was a slight knock on there, and now PL is locally known. I did not know that. Now have the scrum. So. Waiting, and scrum goes live. Good work there from Fraser Moore. Right on his 9, his opposite number, Fraser Moore. And Fraser Moore with the excellent work there, putting this opposite 9 on, and Sean Lennon attempts to go quick but does not. Yeah, what do you think of that, Danny? Fraser Moore?
Yeah, I thought that was really, really good. He got over the ball very quickly and we've got the penalty. I think we'll go for touch here.
Yeah, Peter McCauley kicking to touch. Much better kick there from McCauley. Improving already. Excellent work there from McCauley. So, now Glens just need to back up with a good line out. O'Neill to throw in. McHugh now slotting in at the... No, McHugh going out to be a ball carrier. McHugh not going on the line out. Glens look to go quickly. Not the pretty disastrous throw. Oh, Preston Lodge with plenty of mistakes there, and Glens have picked up, capitalising on the mistakes. Peter Watson has the ball. They go quick. There might have been a call for construction there. Plenty of mistakes. That was not the best bit of rugby you've ever seen. So Glens with the initial bad line out, but Preston Lodge making many mistakes. And Glens nearly capitalising. Still 24-17, no score yet as of the second half. So a goal line dropout since it's been carried over. Good control there. Letham has the ball. Letham usually tries to run it himself, and he is. Does an out hand pass to Keenan. Keenan gives it to McCauley, a dangerous pass, but McConnell tries to go himself, but is successfully tackled. Preston Lodge with a mighty jackal, but McHugh and McCauley really helping their team out there. The two young men, McHugh and McCauley, great work to prevent that turnover. Some afters there from that mighty clash. Peter McCauley still having any afters, but Watson goes himself. Oh, and a drop there from O'Neill. That'll be a Preston Lodge ball. Plenty of afters there from those mighty collisions. McHugh and McCauley securing that ball there. Great defensive work from them in that ruck. Two young men.
Yeah, that was an almighty ruck there, and we managed to thankfully keep the ball there, but it is a turnover and it's a scrum to Preston Lodge.
Scrum goes live. PL feed in. Having the advantage again. Scrum deemed unplayable. Scrum wheeling there. Back to Preston Lodge feed in. PL feed in, sorry. Scrum goes live. Penalty advantage given to PL. Preston Lodge with the numbers up. Try to use it, go in behind, try to use our numbers on the back, but the 10 tries to go himself. Levy tackles. Hooker tries to run in, substitute Hooker. Ball deemed unplayable. Glenn's working well. Coming back from the original penalty. A lot happening, Danny boy, but no scores.
There sure is, yeah. Just a few wee bit inaccuracies from Glens up that end and from PL down this end as well. PL will probably look to kick to touch here, I'd imagine.
Preston Lodge kick. Successfully. Preston Lodge have line out in their own 22. Probably going to go for that drive again. They've been doing like the whole game when they're in this position. So Glens will have to up and defend. Oh yeah, Neil Cameron back on the pitch after his sin winning. So Glens back to a full strength 15-man side. Yeah, Preston Lodge try. They break away instead this time. Try to switch back but run into the referee. Gives it to the 8. Keeps switching sides, they find their way through, and the 16 has scored for Preston Lodge. That'll make this game 29-17. 29-17 to Preston Lodge. Yeah, Preston Lodge, good to sustain the attack there. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, I thought it was, they showed a bit of variation at the line out there, off the rolling maul with the flanker, I think it was, who tried to go himself. It was a really nice line for the try. Glens have done, they've came back from 2 tries down in the first half, so they can certainly do it again in the second half.
Successful conversion there. I'll make it 31-17 to Preston Lodge. About 50-ish minutes into it, 55 minutes.
But coming in at speed to score the try, it's Allan Glen. Fraser Foggy added the conversion. PL are now ahead. It's Preston Lodge 31. Allan Glen 17.
Preston Lodge to go. Maybe trying to spill there, but not quite. Good nudge there from that. But it was taken back in, so it would have been a good nudge, but actually there was not a new phase of play, so the ball was taken back in. Glens now have a line out in the Preston Lodge 22. Yep. Up we go, and Glens again having the line out being the bane of their life. Glens set pieces constantly let them down this year. Preston Lodge kick. Getting a Glens line out at their 10-metre line now. That's the way it's going. I should say a Preston Lodge line out in the 10-metre line because they'll probably get it back. Sorry, venting my frustrations. What do you think, Danny? Pretty poor line out shown today, isn't it?
It has been. Hopefully this one we get a wee bit of more luck, and that's... Yeah, I thought the ref was going to pin that.
I thought it was a knock on there, in all honesty, but nonetheless, we play on. Davy Stevenson looks to try and get a good bit of momentum over. Ian Frey tries to go to himself, breaks a couple of tackles there. Gets those extra yards. Glens looking like they want to try use their backs a bit more, which is a big strength of theirs when they get good open play. David Stevenson trying to offload that ball before he goes to ground, but he instead opts to go to ground. Macaulay has it. Macaulay to Keenan. Keenan looks to go himself, but it is tackled. Razormill looks to give. Vavi wants it. Vavi hits hard. There he goes in. O'Neill looks to go himself. Does pretty well. Been playing a lot of one-pass rugby, which isn't usually their style, but Cameron looks to just try edge a bit of... Maybe just to keep ball for a little bit. Vavi's in. There's another man on the floor there. That's Connor, but he looks like to be getting to his feet, which is obviously good news. He's got the ball back. Goes right to ground. Fraser Mill looks to try and go himself. Watson's on his backs. Liam Frame looks to push through it. Glens looking to switch, and Glens have a penalty advantage. They can maybe play a bit of rugby, try something. Yep, and Macaulay does, but not much comes of it. So we'll come back for the original penalty to Allan Glens. Not much happening though, Danny. This isn't the sort of way Glens play, is it? What do you think of it all?
It's not. I think it has been pretty one-dimensional so far. Our forwards are carrying well at times, but we're not getting out to our backs as often as we'd probably like to. I wonder where we'll go here. Could we go for the points? It's in kickable range.
Yeah, I think we'll want to try and get as close as we can to those 7 points because we are 14 points down. So we want to get anything from this game, we're going to have to start. So another line out there for Glens, but will it come off? Only time will tell. Referee not liking that line out, so Glens will have to repeat. Lennon venting his frustrations with that one as it looked like a pre-planned mood. There's not much really to say about that, in all honesty, ladies and gentlemen. With a squint line out with no jumper.
And there are teas and coffees available at the front of the stand.
Something needs to change for Glens because the lineouts are not going well at all. Young McCormack looks to be warming up at the sidelines. Maybe I'll see a cameo from him. Only man of our bench that has been used is Cammy McHugh. He came off for the injured Fraser Phillips. There's not really much to say about these lineouts, Danny, that we can say. And what can you say without being too negative?
I mean, it's tough. I don't know if we've actually seen one of ours actually, be successful. It's either not straight or Preston Lodge are getting in front of our jumper and stealing it. Yeah, it's not been a strong part of the game today, or again, other games this season. It has been a weak point.
Yes, indeed. So Glens have a line out. Again, will there be any sort of redemption? So 31-17 to Preston Lodge with the clock ever ticking. And Glen's line out has come off. No jumper, but it has come off. Pete McCauley tries to find a way through, but it's covered successfully. Conor O'Neill looks to go himself, breaks a couple of tackles, but it's just taken to the floor. Liam Frayne tries to go up himself, again trying to find those extra wee yards, which are ever important. Let's give it to McCauley. McCauley gives it to McConnell. McConnell looks to go himself, gives it to Keenan, but Keenan knocks it. Oh, the referee has deemed it for a forward pass. Glens, this has not been Glen's day at all. With a knock on there from Keenan. Head starting to go down, it looks a bit from Allan Glens. They'll need a leader to come out and try and inspire them to get back to the rugby they were playing. Scrum goes live. Preston Lodge feed in. Quite a solid scrum. Preston Lodge having the slight edge, but Glen's looking alright in the scrum there. There's Preston Lodge trying to use their backs as much as they can. Unsuccessfully. Sean Lennon tries to run in with the intercept, but it's hit. Tackle nearly broken there, but successfully brought down by McHugh and Bavy. McConnell looked like to go for the intercept there, but instead just goes for the tackle. Turnover there, successfully, well done there. Cameron again, Jacko King getting that turnover. Gives it to McCauley. McCauley kicks. Stays in field. Full back Falgate will have some time. Tries to kick into space. Nearly goes out, but McConnell recovers. McConnell looks like to try and run it himself. Tries to go on the outside, boshes. Gives it back to Fraser Moore. Preston Lodge trying to take anything from this as they can. Lack of Glen's numbers. That's Fraser Moore is in that rock, so he won't be available for this. So yep, Conor O'Neill goes. Fraser Moore gives to Liam Frame. Liam Frame tries to get through. It's brought down. Penalty. Penalty to for Allan Glens. Not much happened there, Danny boy. What do you think? Things have found a bit flat for both teams, haven't they?
Certainly has. Obviously, Glens now have the penalty, and fingers crossed we can. Yep, it's going to be a line out, so fingers crossed we can get the ball back and fling the pill about.
Yep, so Glens line out. They had a semi-successful one previously, but that continued right on the halfway line. Yep, Ewan McCormack is now on the pitch. Ewan McCormack on the pitch. Off for what looks like Adam Letham, I think. Can't see him on the pitch. So, semi-successful line out. McCauley gives it to Levy. Levy gives it to McConnell. McConnell tries to break through, doesn't quite. Lennon looking for the ball. Lennon wants it. Takes a couple of men on, goes to the ground. Gives it to Vavi. Vavi looks like to get some... Oh, is this call for a high? Yep, the referee has given a high tackle there on Vavi. High tackle on Vavi. About 15 minutes to go here at Preston Lodge, I think. So Glens looking for 2 converted tries if they want anything from this game in 15 minutes. And they give it to Liam Frame. Watson tries to go. Watson takes a good couple of men on, but does go to the ground. Liam Frame looks to go himself, taken to ground. Fraser Moore gives to Macaulay. Macaulay misses McHugh, goes himself. Ball has been spilled though on the floor, and Preston Lodge have the ball back. Ball is spilled again, first knock on, second on. That will be Preston Lodge's ball.
That's the story of the game so far. Glens do something good, but unfortunately it's been the final pass that just hasn't gone to hand on many occasions. We've left quite a lot of points out there, I think.
Yeah, look, a bigger and bigger mountain climb for Glens to get anything from this game. Strong goes live. Preston Lodge looking more dominant, potentially looking for that penalty, but no, they said go to their backs. Preston Lodge man kicks. Good kick there from the Preston Lodge man, right on the line, deep in Glens' own half, so Glens will have the line out in their own half. Oh, and a spill there. Well, let's have the ball. He gives it to Macaulay. Macaulay gives it to McHugh. McHugh looking to go in, but is tackled. No, it's not held though, so he has every right to stay up on his feet. Trying to roll through. Gives it to Lennon. Lennon gives it to Macaulay. Macaulay gives it to McConnell, to Latham. Latham gives it to Lowe. Lowe steps back in. McCormack, Watson, all in. Slight knock on from Allan Glens there, but going back for the original penalty. Neil Cameron on the floor there receiving treatment. Yeah. Scott Young looking like to maybe warm up. So is Cameron Cofield. But ball's back in play. Big tackle there from Preston Lodge player. Liam Frames went back. Penalty advantage, penalty to Allan Glens. And Fraser Moore decides to tap and go himself. Tries to offload, but the ball's been spilled. Liam Frame looks to try it himself. Physio on the part, treating a Preston Lodge player for cramp. Big man Vavi trying to find his way through. Cameron looking to struggle now. Good tackle there from Preston Lodge man. Liam Frame trying to get those extra yards that do help in these games. Gives it to Macaulay. Macaulay looks to try go himself. Gives it to Cameron. Like Vavi try to find anything from this game. Glenn's playing a lot of one-pass rugby. Just try to keep the ball a bit Peter Watson going himself. Not held, so he has every right to get back up, and he does. Fraser Moore tries to go himself again, but he's run into a player. Glens again trying everything, and his penalty goes Preston Lodge's way. What do you think, Danny boy?
I think, we're making very good carries. I'd like to call out Vavi, who has made, countless carries in this game going forward. But, yeah, it's just, unfortunately, not getting the rub of the green.
Anyway, so we have a replacement. So first team debut being made for Scott Young, 26-year-old Scott Young is making his first team debut. He's wearing number 18, so well done to all his hard work in the second team, and he's reaping the rewards. So well done, Scott Young. Lodge had the ball triangle himself. Successful tackle there from Glens. Preston Lodge with numbers up on this side, try to use their backs. Breaks the line to number 19. He looks to pass. He gives it to the right side winner, but hits off or Latham. Ball's in play. Maybe can't see it. Scott Young in with the tackle. Oh no, it's Spicoro. Scott Young with a hit, and he nearly stops him, nearly takes him down. He's up again, looking for his redemption. Conor O'Neill rushes out, but Preston Lodge have the ball. They've got the momentum. Number 7 tries to go himself. There's a shout from the home side that could have been high. And that is a good counter up there from David Stevenson. Sean Lennon looks to go himself. He's tackled down. Gives it back. Scott Young with the ball. Scott Young goes to the ground. McCormack has the ball, looks to offload, and he does, but the ball is spilt back. Ball's given to Macaulay. Macaulay kicks. And he clears his lines pretty well there from Macaulay. It's looking to have a bit of wee spark of life there. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, definitely. Another wee shout out. Cameron Caulfield is now coming on to make his first team debut. Huge congratulations to Cameron, just like Scott a few minutes ago.
Aye, Cammy Caulfield, good friend of mine as well. We wish him all the luck. He's wearing number 16. Cammy Caulfield coming on. Ian Frame looking like to have a slight knock. Hopefully he's alright. O'Neill back on his feet, which is good, but Liam Frame still receiving treatment. Liam Frame back on his feet, walking towards the line out. Preston Lodge to throw. Up in the middle. And there's not many centres that can do that to Big Levy, so big shout out to Preston Lodge man. He gets his revenge, but he puts him in the air past the horizontal, and a penalty has went to Preston Lodge. Penalty to Preston Lodge for high tackle, above the horizontal. And they go for the post. Yeah, this has not been Glens' finest shown at all, has it, Danny?
Okay, it has not. You know, it's still only 31-17, but I think Preston Lodge have had many opportunities that they've also not taken. Yeah, hopefully Glens can get back up there after this penalty and, you know, put some pressure on the Preston Lodge line.
Falgate kicks and is successful. 34-17 now. Glens officially lost this match. Looks a miracle happens, but.
So, a bit like the last game there. Violent target, Fraser Falgate. The Old lead is extended. It's Preston Lodge 34, Allan Glens 17.
And games kick off. Peter McCauley kicks off. They try for a short one. Bounced before the line, but will be a Preston Lodge line out. McHugh and Cameron coming out to be ball carriers. Or defenders, I should say. Lodge go up. Successful line out from them at the tail of the Lodge look to use their backs, but before they do, the centres take them out. Fraser Moore trying to look for the jackal there, but he is successfully cleared. And the ball is a penalty to Preston Lodge. Falgate kicking. Falgate, I think, missed 2 kicks to begin, but kicking very well apart from the rest of the Preston Lodge 15. Preston Lodge line out. Will they go to the tail again, or will they do their drive in the middle? That seems our 2 trump cards. That's something else entirely. But is the ball deemed not straight? Yep, not straight. Scrum down, Glens ball. Anything to say, Danny?
I think just, you know, this second half hasn't been great at all for Glens. We've not, you know, I think we've been in there 22 once or twice maybe, but Preston Lodge have obviously put a lot of pressure on us today, and, you know, fair play to them. They've obviously worked hard for that. But Glens will regroup and we'll go again.
Early shove there from Preston Lodge, referee not happy with that. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Big scrum there from Glens, but they are drawing back quite considerably. Penalty to Preston Lodge. I think that right there just sums this day up. Glens outskilled, outmatched in the scrum. line out there for Preston Lodge. They're trying to get another wee extra icing on the cake for the last round. Preston Lodge trying to get anything. Glens look like to be holding quite steady though. Yeah, good defensive line out from there, from Glens there. Preston Lodge with the sustained attack once again, finding gaps in the Glens defence and running in for the try. Preston Lodge to go 39 to Allan Glens 17. Many disheartened faces you can see on your screen there, as you'll all naturally feel. And after this kick, I think it should be full time. See if Falgate puts Preston Lodge into the 40s. And Falgate adds the extras. Well, the game is not quite done yet. Preston Lodge 41 to Glens 17. The way it continues. Big shouts for Lennon. He wants the ball. Cameron Caulfield with a good tackle there on his first team debut. Preston Lodge to try to get the ball. They kept it in play. They did, but it bounced right out, so that'll be a Glens ball. Not quite a 50-22, but Allan Glens had the ball. Just outside their own 22. Cameron Caulfield to throw in to Scott Young, both first team. There you go. Both debutants there having a successful line out. Scott Young collecting, Cameron Caulfield throwing. McCauley gets the ball, kicks. Right into the Preston Lodge's man's hand. Falgate has the ball, gives it to his blindside winger. He tries to find something. Levy tries to get a tackle in, him and Watson. Watson looking for that turnover, but is successfully cleared. A lack of GSA there from Glens, allowing the Preston Lodge man to come in tight to that ruck, and that is a penalty to Allan Glens for holding on. McConnell in there, finding that ball. Bit of afters there from Frame. Frame goes himself. Offloads to Lennon. Lennon looks to offload, but instead goes to ground. Traces the ball at the back. Off the ball there from Liam Frame and one of the Preston Lodge players. Lot of off the ball. This is unsavoury scenes here. We obviously don't condone any of this. Emotions running high in this game. It should have been a close game. Captain's being called in to hopefully prevent something like that. And that is full time. Preston Lodge won the game 41-17 on their special day. Allan Glens not having their best showing by a long shot. Line-outs letting them down, but nonetheless, well done to Preston Lodge, who played very well. So yeah, just a big thank you from Daniel.
No problem, it's been a pleasure being here on my debut. So, not the result we wanted, but you know, as I said before, we'll regroup and hopefully we'll get the result next time out.
Yeah, anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching our stream as always. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and don't worry, I will commentate one game where we win. But yeah, have a good day everyone, thank you.